Hey, this is Workbench of Workbench Quagmire. Welcome back to day 25 of our Free Code Camp Python certification in 100-ish days. We're going through the first certification project right now. That is, if you watched the last video, you've seen that I'm not actually going to complete that project. I'll let you do that. I'm going to show you a slightly more elaborate version of that project. That project is a CRUD project. It's create, read, update, or delete data. So we're going to make our own, and ours is going to be an expense tracker. And each day we're going to tackle a little chunk, or basically a function that's needed for the expense tracker. So today we're going to work on our create expense. And so what we want to do is we're going to have a function. The expenses will be a list of dictionaries. I put that in there kind of backwards. Will be dictionaries in a list. It will. The fields in the expense of dictionary will be category, which will be a string, amount, which will be spelled incorrectly. Let's fix that. It's going to bother me. Which will be a float. There'll be a note in it. There'll be a string, and then we will assign a datetime object to it so we can keep track of when the transaction happened. So we'll have to update, as you can see over here, our inputs. We'll update our inputs there and our imports. We want to use a try except for amount. If the person, when we get our input, if the user says, hey, the amount is float, the word float, we obviously can't use that. And input by default returns a string. And so we want to convert that to a float. When we try to do that conversion, if we have something that cannot be converted, Python will throw an error. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to create a try except block to basically say, hey, try to get the input from the user. And if they give you something unusable, go back and try again. Tell them, hey, you can't, this thing that you provided is not, correct. So, and then the note, you can put anything in there. It's just going to be a string, kind of like a comment field. It's like the little thing on a check, and it's like you write down, mortgage payment. And for you, those who don't know what a check is, congratulations, you're very young, or younger. And then again, we'll allow the user to review before writing. So we'll collect all those into variables, and then we'll say, hey, is this what you want to post? That's kind of a term for posting a transaction. And they can say no, and then we will go, hey, well, let's start over again. And then let them fill everything out again. We'll generate the date time again, and then we'll ask them, and they do it. It will add that dictionary to the list. So first things first, let's go over here. We want to import date time. Actually, we don't want to import date time there. We want to import date time in our CRUD .py. So actually, we want to import date, time, and there we go. Create expense. I don't know what exactly we're going to return here yet. So actually, we're not going to have an expense. We're going to return we'll have to expenses. And so if we go back over here, so we don't need either of these here, actually. And we will create a empty list. And so I'm just going to do this for now. For testing purposes. There we go. We'll print the create expenses with the expense. And what we'll end up doing. Okay. Print. Enter expense category amount and note. And then we will category equals input and then amount. And we're just going to collect the amount, I think, right now. Just say amount. Try amount equals float amount. We're going to have like a loop in the first part of this. So except print amount must be a number like We're just going to be a number. And then put an exclamation mark. And so there we go. These new transaction. And then we're going to boot it back. Let's just say break, which should break out of this function and drop us hopefully back into our main loop. And then note will equal input. If we get this far, we can say does this look correct? print. I'm going to use F strings here. So print story. And then we want more user input. Um, and we will say yes or no. And for now, we may end up working on this a little bit more next time, because I want to keep these videos fairly short. So we may leave some stuff undone and clean up later. Again, I am really ahead of schedule on this deal. So um, I'm probably going to wrap this up shortly once we make sure this sort of works. And then we'll come back in and maybe do some of the stuff like we need to kind of create a loop here where, hey, uh, if does the user want to post this or not? If it's yes, it's true or whatever, and then it posts. If no, it'll cycle back around and allow them to re-enter the information. So, but for now, I'm just going to go yes or no. If what we're going to do here is post dot lower first letter, so this equals y, and return print and return expenses. Expenses dot append. We're going to append category amount clean this up a little bit. There we go. Um, what is the third thing? Note. And then this is going to be date. I'm just going to put date time. And then we're going to go date time dot now. I think that's correct. We'll find out. We'll say try a new action. New is action. And we're going to return none. Don't know if that's right. We'll see. Now down here, what we'll do is we will say Python import CRUD. Nope, we never closed. Pardon my furnace if you can hear that. A fan making noise. Expense append. Oh, we need. Break is outside of loop. We'll return none. Okay. CRUD dot create expense. We have to give it a list. We're just going to give it a blank list. Category sports. Amount sports. There we go. Amount must be a number. Expenses sports amount 15. Let's see. New shoestrings. We can just put Y here. The datetime has no attribute now. So import date time. And then we can go dir date time. Date time has date time. Oh, that's what we want to put in there because we just want a date time object. So sports 15 shoestrings. Yes. Has no attribute now. Why is it still saying that? Because we probably didn't save this. Oh, I know why. Um, we're not going to do it. We'll just exit out of here. Oh, that is not what we wanted. We did not want that either. Expense. Give it a empty list because we don't have any expenses yet. Sports. 15. Sports. Yes. Requires argument year. Okay. Let's see if we can do this. Nope. Bum, 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 bum. Enter daytime. Our ISO calendar, ISO format, month. Now. Okay, so it's going to be daytime now, I think. Sports. 15 sports. Yes. All right. Okay. Well, that sort of works. We got it up and going. Our try accept sort of works. Where we review before writing, so that's complete. Let me go down here, put a little checkbox in. And that is all we got for this video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.